Hi, I'm Jo Lynch, Account Director at KAM Research and Insight, and today I'm going to talk about Christmas. It's actually only 74 days until the big day, and we at KAM Towers recently conducted a poll amongst consumers about what their Christmas habits in terms of hospitality venues are going to be this year, and this is the results. So we can expect, probably not surprisingly, a conscious consumer this Christmas. We're all acutely aware of the cost of living crisis. So we know that 45% of our respondents, and there were 250 of them, by the way, will be watching their money more carefully this year. 34% will be spending less on eating and drinking in pubs and restaurants. What will they be spending more or less on generally? So actually, based on having benchmarked this against our results last year, more are going to consume food at home. That's up 19 percentage points. Less are going to buy alcohol to consume at home. Slightly less on gifts, less on eating out, drinking out, and takeaways. But it's not all doom and gloom. We are seeing that reservations are being made. As I said, this was conducted at the end of August, so we're a little way on from that now. But at that point, 19% had already started planning for Christmas. 10% had already made a pub or restaurant reservation at that point, and that's up 1 percentage point on the same time last year. 17% have already invited people to their houses, and that's up as well, as is 24% who've already been invited to friends and family's houses. Only 27% of people won't think about Christmas until at least December. And probably not surprisingly, they are those that are less likely to have children and perhaps more likely to identify as male. Where are people going this Christmas? So their intentions are that 49% say they will be visiting a pub or bar over the festive period, and the same for a restaurant. 7% will visit a nightclub, and 7% a competitive socialising venue, which, as we know, is a massive area that's on the rise. 39% will order a takeaway or delivery, 19% will go to the theatre, and 15% will stay in a hotel. Christmas Day itself is looking really strong and actually back to pre-pandemic levels based on our previous research in this area. Around 1 in 10 Brits intend to visit a pub or restaurant on Christmas Day itself. The drivers of venue choice at Christmas are in line with other times a year, probably not surprisingly. So quality of food and drink prices are the most prevalent, but the choice and selection of food and the convenience of the location are really important too. It does change by age, but this is the overall feeling of those we surveyed, which was from a mixed demographic of age, location, and gender. The really good news is that big bookings are back. So we conducted these questions in conjunction with our friends at Triple Seat. 36% of people say they will be attending a Christmas party at a hospitality venue. 39% will definitely visit a hospitality venue with at least 12 other people. 31% will attend a work Christmas party, and 10% have already made a Christmas reservation. Again, this was at the end of August. What's important to them when booking a festive venue? They want to be able to contact the venue directly. That was 46% of respondents said they want to have that conversation with the venue. They want a set menu or package, the ability to pre-order food and or drink, a same-day response to the booking request, the potential to be able to pay the whole meal in advance, and no deposit to book. The last one, probably unlikely. I'd never advocate not taking a deposit for bookings, particularly at Christmas, but it's still in there as, it's something the consumer has said they would like. When making big festive bookings, 60% of people prefer to pre-order from a set menu as they feel it's easier and less stressful. 39% would like to be able to pre-order drinks as well as food. And 74% are happy to pay a deposit for booking at Christmas. They might not want to pay a deposit, but equally they're happy to pay a deposit. 50% of people expect a service charge to be added for a group booking. What's really important to recognise as well is that gifting presents a massive opportunity for operators at Christmas. UK adults generally spend around £400 on gifts over the festive period, which is, and then versus £155 on food and drink and £100 on social event. So venues should really be tapping into that gifting budget too. The desire for gift cards remains really strong. In our survey, 39% of people said they would buy a gift card for a bar, pub, or restaurant as a Christmas gift. So that represents a massive opportunity for operators. Get those pounds in before Christmas, which are then likely to be spent in that really quiet period in January, early February. And the opportunity then to upsell is huge. In terms of a hospitality experience, what would customers consider buying as gifts? Dinner for two was the most popular, but then we also saw people opting for the idea of doing a wine tasting experience, a cocktail making class, a spirits tasting experience, or something like Prosecco and desserts for two. So the whole gifting, whether it's a pounds gift card or an experience, is really valid in our hospitality marketplace. So the key takeouts from this, it's honestly not all doom and gloom. We're all fully aware of the cost of living crisis, but there is the opportunity out there. It's really important to recognise that the quality of the experience is as important as the price. Bookings and the process to book is absolutely vital, and customer contact is really key to that success. It should be a simple process to book, deposit, and pre-order. That would make it a winner. And gifting represents a great opportunity to increase those Christmas sales. Hope you've enjoyed our little take on Christmas for 2023. Please do get in touch if you have any questions, and I'd be delighted to hear from you. Thank you. Happy Christmas.